Zephyr, a gentle breeze, or even a breath of fresh air. The ability to move forward from darkness and manifest a new version of yourself. A being of new light, new morals, new perspectives. Born from within old darkness, old ignorances, and old standpoints. This is progress. This is innovation. This is experimentation. This is growth. This is maturity. This is Zephyr.
Before me, I grew from loss of love and more peace. I had to learn to set my soul free. You need to learn to just fucking breathe, 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 breathe. I am your god, I fall to my knees. My legs grew tired from holding your peace. I had to learn to set myself free. I need to go and let my soul breathe, 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 breathe. I had to get off the pink moon for the sake of myself. I feel like we each grew to new depths. Feeling like these shrooms maybe help. I need to be in tune with myself. And what does it better than that, huh? I'm locking my mind in the stash of the split that I kept in the bag tucked. It helps me to feel like a master. The things around me so astounding. Getting high to keep from drowning. Evolution, self-destruction. Have more truth for less than nothing. Calm my demons down. Step onto uneven ground. Try not to make a peep of sound. And heal myself, a treat for now. Transubstantiation, huh? Rewind into body and blood. Beat the rhymes with the side of your son. Father and Holy Spirit all residing inside of me. Fighting for privacy, climbing the hierarchy. Pray to the trees and arise my own dynasty properly. I've been navigating inside of the mortal coil. Deformed and boiled into so many resorts to turmoil. I'm so ahead of my time, my discography is a mural of a man who died a century ago. Gotta find out where the breathing flows. Maybe then I can sleep at home, I'm breathing. I am your God, bow down before me. I grew from loss of love and more peace. I had to learn to set my soul free. You need to learn to just fucking breathe, 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 breathe. I am your God, I fall to my knees. My legs grew tired from holding your peace. I had to learn to set myself free. I need to go and let my soul breathe, 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 breathe.
Good afternoon, Mr. Harmon. How are you today?
I'm alright, Dr. Abbott. How about yourself?
I can't complain. Thank you for asking. Now, before we begin the experiment today, could you please verify your full name and date of birth?
Christopher Harmon, January 24th, 2001.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Harmon. Now, as we explained in our phone call a couple of weeks ago, our goal with the Black Wings experiment is to see if AI intervention can help remove the triggers and memory blocks often observed in patients with severe mental trauma and PTSD. The hope is that the AI will help alleviate the patient's inability to talk about and remember certain subjects, which in theory would open the door for much faster progress and many more breakthroughs throughout the process of their therapy and mental rehabilitation. Alright, Mr. Harmon, the AI is on and running. Everything looks good, so if you'll just put these headphones on for me.
Alright.
Alright, Mr. Harmon, so here's how this is going to work. I'm going to start the program, and then I'll be sitting right here in front of you. And I'm going to start asking you some questions that, based on the information you've provided for us, should trigger the AI to recognize the hesitation and difficulty you feel towards answering. At which point, the program should pull back those emotions and be able to let you be more open and honest with yourself than you ever have been before. Now, do you feel ready to proceed?
I mean, I guess so.
Wonderful. Let's begin.
Greetings, user 08249, I am Zephyr. Thank you for participating in our experiment today. Momentarily, you will hear an audio cue to indicate that the experiment has begun. After hearing this tone, please move forward with the session normal. Thank you.
I'm afraid my time is running out, I think I might be losing it. Health declining, bugging out, I guess I just got used to this. Only 21, but yeah, my body feels inspired sometimes. PTSD, guess that's a sign of the times. Rigorous therapy, I know I deserve more, but my symptoms are scaring me. This feels like a third course, the coldest dish you call revenge. My mood is shifting to park again, so now I'm feeling stagnant when I'm supposed to be getting in charge again. I don't know what to do, but in order to move forward I must be potent with truth. I try to float to the moon, but in my head it's just stardust. It's chock full of trauma from the scars of those dark cuts. But wait, I've got so much to be thankful for, but I've been stressing over the negative till I can't no more. Sexual assault survivor, but I don't wanna recount that. I'd rather spend my time watching sand fall down the hourglass. Sand falling through the hourglass. Clock is ticking, how much time you have? Sand is falling through the hourglass. Do you mean it if you can't take it back? Sand in the hourglass. Keep my name alive once the time passed by me. Sand in the hourglass. Never take for granted how much time you have.
The clock is racing, life feels wasted, trying to change it, but time is short. The constant chase for brighter days has got me draining, and I'm unsure if I can face this. I'm afraid that I'll not be able to fight the force that's got my brain and all this man, which I've been straining to find a source. I'm happy with past events, abandonment can't be fixed, I've endured abandonment as a kid, and I could stick mass my tears on all the sword. I'm getting older and time has slowed up, still I'm at war. This fight isn't over, and life only goes once I've got a sword. Lost my faith along the way, the trials and pictures isolate me from the Lord. God will make it the time to fade, then I'll be late to find this grace, so life's no more. Every night is later, but complications hard today, but the consolation I'm finding for. Sometimes there maybe I won't change till I get away, my body kids in the higher core. But I know that I've got to be thankful I'm alive on this earth. With the problems on the counter, remain strong, keep a stronghold secure. Whenever I go, shut up my heart, grab my Bible and rely on its words. Because anytime yo, I can die, so I'll make stride to make my time all turn worse.
Sand falling through the hourglass. Clock is ticking, how much time you have? Sand is falling through the hourglass. Do you mean it if you can't take it back? Sand in the hourglass. Keep my name alive once the time passed by me. Sand in the hourglass. Never take for granted how much time you have.
I just dropped my newest album, used to doubt that I could, but it's lacking what it needs, today I'll doubt that it's good. Never got to give a reason for the record to flop, but the shit was in my chest, I was depressed when it dropped. Started thinking about the past, with a mom and a dad, how I took that shit for granted and they lost what they had. And the girl I have I love, I still ain't lost from the past. In a time when I was happy, not a fraud when I laughed, but I opened up my soul so those around me can relate. So I know that when my soul was in the clouds it never fades. Mama told me live your life as if you're down to one more day, so I live my life through you and write it down inside this page. Heard my grandpa beat his cancer, glad he's breathing relief, and my others going through it, hope he beats the disease. Crazy how much life can pass us as we dwell on the past. I've been dealing with a lot, my heart developed a cast.
I'm afraid my soul is seeping out like sand in a broken hourglass. Cause every time I leave from doubt, I land in a frozen power match between my demons and Jesus and someone I don't believe in. And 80 young versions of me that seem to need to peeking. They're prying for some guidance, but I'm not the God to supply it. I cry from violence and soundless climbing my mind the highest. So try to kinda reside in the side of defiance. As I've been climbing up higher to shine brighter than Midas. Tell me what right I have to assume that I deserve fame. My first name has been cursed since the church made history public, distorted puppet, reported numbers. It's gorgeous suffering for big profits and 40 Hummers. He surely wondered if sand defies gravity, cause then he'd rewind time and wind down a bit. Or else he'd feel like I'm the prime candidate to idolize and make prime time for channeling my insolence. Clock is ticking, how much time you have? Sand is falling through the hourglass. Do you mean it if you can't take it back? Sand in the hourglass. Keep my name alive once the time passed by me. Sand in the hourglass. Never take for granted how much time you have.
Looking up to God like, what's the next thing? Thought it'd be a tragedy, I almost lost a race. Claiming pave a way for them better days. Now I'm looking up for the monsters every single day. Now I'm focusing on the evil devil set in place. I'm here, I control my future now. I was once lost, but now I'm found. Thought he won, but I had the crown. It was jagged and rusted for a while. Now last year, I was sent off into my exile. Miles in the trial, and I had a wish. Anxiety and depression got me feeling like a bitch. Important life choices that I really had to switch. My life is like a fabric that I always had to stitch. New Gen.
Ripped white tee, my hands up cuts from awful endeavors. Will time cease to send this stuff, please pawn off my debtors. This 9 weeks my planes were tucked away, bought at 7. So stick by me and pull me up, my arm is a lever. I'm feeling revolutionary, thinking every mood is scary. Sinking, settling to I'm angry, see the rest of me moving daring. Seeking anything, moving greatly, evenings, othering, lucid caring. Repeat everything, losing barely, 3 teams helping you and me daily. Getting sick of the same games, aren't you? Fidgeting from your brain's pain, awesome. Shift 10 sprint on the bayway in autumn. Fish slip, flip, getting carried away and all this. So mix this shit with the wave, the tame Impala. Filling in the craters with great progress. If this situation ain't playing modest, then I'll kiss 10 lips to maybe stay the longest. I sought to hope I'll make it home, I'm on a rope and dangling slow. It's almost broke, don't tape them all, I autofold. Complacent soul, I called on those who gave the most. It's all a hoax, you played the role. Your Jon Snow, this game is thrown, so I'ma grow my faith some more.
In the day, in and out, walking, seeing all these nobles, almost heavies walking about. Hoping I don't lose my face, fucking go around. 2 years older, much bolder now. Thought I had a mate, then I was falling down to learn a lesson. In the day, in and out, walking, seeing all these nobles, almost heavies walking about. Hoping I don't lose my face, fucking go around. 2 years older, much bolder now. Thought I had a mate, then I was falling down to learn a lesson.
Put the work in. No one gives a fuck how long you've been at it. No one cares how much you think you deserve it. Put the work in.
Oh, I was also
Keep going.
talking about just little recordings on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start doing that for a lot of songs because
It adds like a really cool like background texture.
Yes.
It like just gives it really good, almost like world building.
I don't know if I'm ever
fucking up the basics out in usually 10 hours, but you're different. I can feel it like textiles, a sure witness of the things I'm upset by. Address my name as the one you won't leave. Most fiends would leave me for some more green. Those things, they seem to degrade me. So save me or hate me till I'm 80. I promise that I'll be the one you need and deserve. Before I'm leaving this earth, I think I need to research the reason that my demons have been peeking in my bed at night. I'm petrified, I think I need to reverse to better times instead of trying to run away into blindness. Just live inside the moment that you reside in. So at this point in time, I'ma lay down in your arms. Remain the exception to my pain, you do no harm.
I don't know if I'm ever this. I'm so used to pain. So baby, be my exception to my stain. Be the exception to my pain.
Baby girl, you truly are something to admire. Touch your body once, I feel the spark like conductive wire. My body is your canvas, write your pain as sentences. Spread them legs for me so I can taste what heaven is. Bring me the horizon, then I promise I'll obey. Shape my neck like Cerberus, I'm certain there's a way to make my pain erase from whence it came. I'll say my grace and praise your name, so stain my chest with your hemp chapstick. No shame and rest because the sex magic. A tornado flew around my room before you came 3 times. My pride decided 5 feels right, sleep tight. You're my Novocaine. You numb my pain. Leave my room smelling like perfume and sweat. Keep me in this mood, babe, you do it best. Ay.
I don't know if I'm ever this. I'm so used to pain. So baby, be my exception to my stain. Be the exception to my pain. I don't know if I'm ever this. I'm so used to pain. So baby, be my exception to my stain. Be the exception to my pain.
It's that same hypersensitivity that makes you a great artist. You know, it's like
My therapist said the same thing.
it's the truth. It's the truth. It's a balance. It's like it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
It's harder to be in the world, but that's the gift.
You know, it's kind of sad, and I really hope that none of you relate to this, but people always be asking me like, Hero, oh my god, why are you single? And then they'll think up reasons why I shouldn't be single, right? Like, you're so pretty though, or you're so nice, or whatever bullshit they can think of, or whatever they believe. And I always make up some bullshit excuse, like, oh, so-and-so and I just didn't work out, we didn't agree. Or, you know, like, being single is more fun, or like, I just feel like I should be single right now. And that's not fucking true. The truth is that I'm just slowly losing my shit. And the problem with slowly losing your shit is that there's not a consistent version of you for anyone to love. Now, I feel like the expression losing your shit just implies that you're losing what you had, you're losing who you were. So I always hope that maybe when I've lost my shit completely, someone will be able to love me then. But if losing your shit is losing who you were, I'm afraid that the version of me that I'll become when I've lost my shit completely won't be someone worth loving. And that's fucking terrifying. So don't ask me why I'm single, because that's the truth. I'm slowly losing my shit, and it's scary, and it's stupid, and it's reckless, and it seems pointless, but I know that's not true. But it's terrifying. That's it, it's terrifying.
Losing my shit from my ludicrous wins. Root for Chris from Lucifer's End. Tune in to Prince and move out the midst. Who it depends on is a matter of who got the Benz, who got the Rari, don't got the fence. Go to a party when I must, drowning my sorrows and smoking a sex. Losing my shit cause I'm fucking depressed, but I ain't got no reason to be. I feel guilty for speaking on the sadness of me. This shit hits me in the chest with a bullet of 3. Call that karma for the ways that I was searching for peace. Through more drama, full of so much heartache. I think I got the bends now. The truth is that I'm insecure about everything and stressed out. Feel like one man who was tasked with saving Earth without ever being taught about his own self-worth. So how can I comprehend that these people are real when I spend most of my time alone just trying to heal? Remember who I am, I think that I lost me. A mask replaced my face while I dissipate calmly. Cause the smallest inconveniences break me down to pieces. Cause my foundation was built upon my grievance of not having a father in my life I could depend on. And treated my mother kindly, not leave her stepped on. 15 years later, memories bubble up. Trauma has resurfaced and these feelings all run amok. Question my reflection every morning. Shuddering from panic attacks without a warning. The truth is that I grew through that, I'm trying to find myself. I'm moving past the room that's packed with all my doubts and hell. I'm constantly evolving, and maybe for the worst though. No consistent calling of who I am as one soul. Backpacks full of masks that I place on my face. Snap back to the fact that I don't know my place. As a human, as a son, as a being of light. Gotta choose, am I done or am I fighting all night? I'ma work through my issues, know I'll be alright. Cause I know now my truth is worth much more than life. Manifestation of fears, yeah. Relief after all of the tears, yeah. Peace be staying with me, but I'm afraid that they may miss me. If I stay in the past too long, my future self just may resent me. So start repenting when the simulation's over, and my reputation bolder. I need to restitch up my better half. My desire for balance is at a strength. Building like Hyoke, busting my tank. This shark took his vitamins every day. I struggle reciting this page. So watch what you say. Knock if you're crying if you're moving fairly odd. The one that go poof in your gun. Spit it so right at the roof to the wall. Looks like I'm fluent in hieroglyphics. You should keep moving and mind your business. I'm usually cool but the mic is itching. I'll cut each time shorter like King Crimson. Fight for the right for my decision. To take the whole game and replenish. My name in this fame make them cemented. Take us to make us what we live in. The jakes and the fakes get seeking it. I'm living it. Manifestation of my desires. Can't we replace it with high and fires? How about a basement where I reside? It's called the mind. I can't fix this shit. Therapy helping me best. Terribly stressed and depressed. I didn't care any rest. Merrily settling my debts. Where to be settled the next? Tearing out head that is left. Fair to be questioned in depth or the depth in the sense. If everything went to the head, then I see that I settle for less. For way less than what I was owed. A paycheck and a quiet home. Make quest for a brighter soul. Cause I'm waiting tense for a 5-year-old. Yeah, manifestation of fears. Yeah, relief after all of the tears. Yeah, peace be staying with me, but I'm afraid that they may miss me. If I stay in the past too long, my future self just may resent me. So start repenting. Wait, I swear I don't blame me for that. I blame the demons that are too attached. That cursed you all throughout the past. Mental health declining fast, so I sell myself to find some cash. Not to find and buy my past. Finding my alignment that guides my ascension. She's my Valkyrie, baptized in her honey. She's proud of me. I'm bound to be the greatest since you cowards peace. Your boundaries ain't bound to me. They're barely holding you out for me. I'm snapping the bitches like rubber bands, bouncing back oh so gracefully. So gracefully. What would you take from me? A tank full of pearls? Ain't this your favorite bling? If I gave you the world, would you wait for 3? They fake the referrals. This game's a waste of me. I hold all the cards in both of my hands. The label execs walking up to the table. I sold them my heart, they say no chance. So I'll just be stuck in my paper. Then maybe you jokers will lane switch. It flip like you looking for aces. I skip to the point like I'm anxious. You basic, nameless tasteless. Save it! Now I'm rolling my visual lab. Scowl a gun and these bitches back. Left all my memories in the past. Effortless emptiness at a rap. Now I'm around through my visual lab. Scowl a gun and these bitches back. Left all my memories in the past. Effortless emptiness at a rap. with me, but I'm afraid that they may miss me. If I stay the past too long, my future self just may resent me. So start repenting when the simulation's over. My reputation bolder. I need to restitch up my better half. My desire for balance is at a wrath. When the simulation's over, my reputation bolder. I need to restitch up my better half. My desire for balance is at a wrath.
New date has been imported. Now updating firmware. Update complete. Thank you for choosing Zephyr Technologies, your #1 choice for all things AI. The experiment will now continue at this time.
Hear me out, erase all of my doubts, Hear me out, I think it's working now, Hear me out, my soul is moving pounds, Need to bounce, my life is moving now, yeah. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, yeah. Steady moving up into my grace, yeah. Check me in with these at heaven's gates, yeah. I left that cruel pain to embrace a new place, one of true grace, no blue rain on this Tuesday. Pursued haste like an attempt to move weight, but reduced shame made me spiral down to whose name? None. Killing my own self so the new me can breathe freely. It seems easy till you're hindered by your sheep thinking. For 3 evenings I've been locked up inside of my thoughts, the keys creaking as it turns in the sides of the locks. I left the pink moon to take my helmet off and breathe again. I meant to see soon if I'm meant to leave in peace again. I think not, cause it never seems to approach me. It seems odd that I'm severing all of my own needs from my own consciousness. My constant was toxicity. I'm sick of all of this. I never asked to hate all of me. Sometimes I wish you hated me in the same way that I do, cause then at least I'd have a reason why my heart lays idle. Hear me out, erase all of my doubts, Hear me out, I think it's working now, Hear me out, my soul is moving pounds, Need to bounce, my life is moving out, yeah. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Steady moving up until my grace, yeah. Yeah, check me in with ease at heaven's gates, yeah. Doubts in my mind, yeah. Stopped all feelings of time, yeah. Broke the matrix, but I'm still feeling restless. If I keep on running in this mist, I'm feeling trapped in. I look around and the walls are closing in, yeah. I'm back with the madness in my head. Will I ever make it? Will I end up like the rest? The feeling of uncertainty gets bottled up inside. It's like twisting the key and throwing away all of your parts. So hear me out. I told you once before that the battle keeps going. The voices are so annoying. I try to shut them down, but my mind is exploding. I try to bear my thoughts way deep in my head, but they keep on pushing, so I'm losing myself. They keep on picking away at the pain that I felt. The matrix got me losing to the battle ahead. Someone pull me out before I'm lost once again. So hear me out, erase all of my doubts, Hear me out, I think it's working now. Hear me out, my soul is moving pounds, Need to bounce, my life is moving now, yeah. Hear me out.
Yo, got the Shure SM58 plugged in, just doing this in the room in the studio instead of in the booth, just holding the mic. I guess I wanted to just write something personal and see where it takes me, so here we go.
Age 12, saw my mom get cornered in the pantry. Uncle feeling up her thighs, he should've put them hands deep up between the legs. I think I know what's coming next. Dad and Pops were outside and I was frozen with my breath. Thank God she pushed him off, he's looking like he's lost. He thinks he won this fucking game, he used you as his pawn. Father didn't believe you, thought the story was deceitful. Wasn't until years and years later that he would see through his toxic haze and all mistakes he's made up till now. I thought at that point he was changing, like wow. Dad's home for lunch, we're playing video games. He's not here getting drunk to call you all them names. You kicked his ass out, made him move back with grandpa. One too many drunk fights, plus the uncle issue. I saw right through his plan just like a diorama. Crying to my therapist until I'm out of tissues. His plan to weave his way into your heart was simple. Had like he's truly sorry for acting scarred and sinful. Then about a month later, once the issue's resolved, show you true colors cause you didn't change at all. I thought a happy family may be in sight, but I don't think I'll ever be right. At least not in that regard. Fuck. Listen. Right on back to the drinking, back to the fighting. At this point I'm starting high school, struggling in science. Keep my head down, man, I fucking feel tired. From all my male role models clutching to violence, sexuality in question. Who the fuck am I? I hope that I can turn to you for comfort or a plan, right? Alright, I'm sorry, we were never really close. You seem to think you gave me everything, well that's a hoax. I appreciate the things you provide for us financially, but that just don't excuse all the things that I was there to see. You put your hands on my fucking mama, almost me too. Had to call 911 and get them to speed through. Part of me's happy that I don't have your DNA, and part of me regrets even taking your last name. Flipping it backwards and now it's my artist name that represents flipping a curse around for the right thing. And on the topic of names, I like to discuss one. A brother I don't talk about, I'm keeping him unsung. Got kicked out for selling drugs as soon as you were 18. Mom could have lost his man, I thought that we were same team. Addicted to toxicity, it fits you best. You're never reaching out lately, except for checks. You're throwing your life away cause you're fucking complacent, and didn't have the drive to take a step out of those dangers. I prayed for you until my fucking faith was gone. I stayed with you and had your back even when you were fucking wrong. I hope that you would man up and be the brother I needed, but all of you fucking failed, so now I feel depleted. You abandoned me. Dad traumatized me, and my biological father left me. And when it had 2 other kids with a new family, so I have 2 half-siblings who I may never meet. And you know what? You knew that, and you still refuse to be a brother to me. Despite my anger, I can't really say I hate you though. Although I wish I could, I feel like our pain's relatable. Both our dads were abusive, both were alcoholics. Both made us feel like we'd never be enough regardless. I turned to art for therapy, you turned to the pills. Turned to the hard drugs that are killing you still. We both have our own vices and ways that we cope now, but I just really fucking wish you picked a different road to go. And tell my dad, I hope you know the songs are meant to slander you. Music is my therapy, so that means I need to stand for truth and not bullshit. A single thing I say, I wanna feel it. I hope one day you'll change and feel happy with fulfillment. I know you have traumas that we ain't never talked about. Repressed emotions caused by the things that you're not blocking out. I know it's not easy to open up about your struggles. I hope one day you'll come to me, we'll be real with each other. And to my biological father, I hope you're doing well. I hope your acting career is amazing and you excel. And if one day the time comes where we will finally meet, I hope that you'll explain to me why you went to leave. Nothing can forgive the pain you put my mama through. That woman is my fucking rock, that credit's overdue. But I'd be willing to talk to you if you give me a chance, and maybe I'll forgive you for not being a man. I don't want this letter to come across like I'm bitter. My life ain't never been better through dark and stormier weather. I just finally felt the time was right to talk about this. I hope this message humbles the ego of those with prowess. If you 3 ever end up hearing this, just know my heart has no malice whatsoever. This is me expressing my hurt, my pain, my anger through my art, communicating like I learned how to do through therapy. Expressing the ways in which I felt like I was let down as a child, and ways I wish my childhood was better, healthier, more nourishing, more nurturing. And the saddest part is, I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who's dealt with these things. I just wish that all the male role models in my life, most of which failed me, would
take responsibility for the ways their own trauma, the lack of resolution of those traumas, and the toxic masculinity plaguing the brains of so many men may have negatively impacted my growth and maturing as a human being, as a spirit seeking growth, evolution, and enlightenment. Midnight on Miflin Road.
Miserable people mistake kindness for idiocy because their own ego blinds them to the beauty that other people hold in their hearts every day. They're so confident in their intelligence that they can't fathom the idea of being kind for the other person's sake and not their own.
Got me drinking through the night, ooh. Got me thinking through the night. I'm just tryna fight through, I ain't feeling right, ooh. I ain't feeling right. Trapped inside this white room, battling with my truth. Got me drinking through the night, ooh. Got me thinking through the night.
All turning 21, did for me was made by vices legal to pursue. So drink it till I'm blue when I pass out on the black couch of my therapist's office. Sharing the bottle just so he can feel it too. I assume that my progress is imminent. Stop all the bickering, I am not for your images. Solitary confinement is all my brain has provided. This population got quiet, so call my name if you like it. Brought my hand to Goliath and struck him down in one strike. He must be just like my demons because this fucker just won't die. Stuck in my own mind, the battlefield's a white room. I might lose this battle, but I'ma fight through. Anything thrown in my way, paper emotions ablaze. Fake pills, I know the cane. Take through to go insane. Left for myself, heal from my trauma and grow. I step from the depths, I feel I'm finally home.
I'm tryna fight through, I ain't feeling right, ooh. I ain't feeling right. Trapped inside this white room, battling with my truth. Got me drinking through the night, ooh. Got me thinking through the night. I'm just tryna fight through, I ain't feeling right, ooh. I ain't feeling right. Trapped inside this white room, battling with my truth. Got me drinking through the night, ooh. Got me thinking through the night.
You got me thinking about the future and past, so now I think about our love and I just sit back and laugh. I miss my old home back when I was hanging on task. Wish I was homegrown, now I'm all alone when I'm sad. I wish I never had to put up a fight. I asked for Prada this morning and that shit came by the night. Operation Ghost, I swear to God it Casper knew the price. Like holy smokes, the cloud is coming faster than morning ice. Phone running, know you wish you had a parodies. White whip, got it blacked out Cherokee. Losing weight and gaining money, wanna carry me. My ex alone, now she asking can she marry me. I think alone, yeah, I sit in my room when I could go out to the whip and watch that whip go zoom. Oh fuck, I swept these fuckers to the ground with a broom. Grown up, I wish I didn't have to go so soon,
Tryna fight through, I ain't feeling right, ooh, I ain't feeling right. Trapped inside this white room, battling with my truth. Got me drinking through the night, ooh. Got me thinking through the night. I'm just tryna fight through, I ain't feeling right, ooh, I ain't feeling right. Trapped inside this white room, battling with my truth. Got me drinking through the night, ooh. Got me thinking through the night.
Head on the pillow as my eyes drift. Psychology willows into the silence. The ethereal plane seems to be screaming my name. So leave me to gaze so I can reach into space. Mind is now lifted of my own accord. Perspective is shifted to what it wasn't before. As long as my eyes keep on blocking the shine from the outer things surrounding me, I'll probably be fine. Reality seeps in the cracks in my brain. I'd rather be seeking to master my game than to be in bed alone at night wondering what I'm here for. I just bet like 45 I won't live out this year, or if I do I'll finally end up in therapy. It might be due to rightfully tense up the air in me. Can't feel my lungs when the trauma's filling them up. I'm a taste of the love that comes when I'm not in a slump. The land of dreams, the same to me, is basically a made-up scene. We say we're free, then fail to sleep, cause angry teams are maiming me. That gratefully I pray to keep the 80 things that shaping me so graciously 180 miles away from me. Leave me alone, just let me be me. I need to be home and feeling the scene. I need you to know I've been seeking for weeks the streets of the gold that we can see in our dreams. Every time we look up at the skylight, twinkle, twinkle, little stars like reflective hindsight. My mind's bright with visions. To them I should've listened. If I had gone the distance, then I wouldn't be sickened by my own reflection and the imperfections that I see in me. I guess I should've mentioned my reflection smiling evilly. Intrusive thoughts manifest themselves as my own vices. Reduce the cost of the things I need to get all right. Then I swear, being awake just hurts. So I sleep my pain off to store those hateful burns into a body that I'll leave as an astral project, so I can look around and see all of the facets of death. I'm entertained at the thought of my own mind like clotheslines. My train of thought has helped me to go dry, dangling off the plank of a rail the party tests me with. I've maybe gone insane from the tales of my own testaments. I never would've guessed that I would be here, fighting off my righteous with vices I never see clear. Siding with the guy that tried to ice his life 5 times. My reflection always says that I have such a nice cry. Encourage it, it's making me sleep more. I'm sure to fit into the basement of these floors. My seams torn, they seem scorn, no remorse. Crawling into depressions, obsessive yet sweet holes. I'm manifesting my future with these next couple lines. I'm scared of lead in the sutures leave scars upon my mind. I pray for safety to the energies around me. I may be saving myself from everyone who doubts me. Disassociation, mental lock enslaved me. Forced to see my life through the perspective of a game. It seems like nothing I do even matters. Maybe we're just reading different chapters. Every song is a therapy session I can't afford. Every hook is a moment I realize that I was scorned. Every verse is a hit that takes me anywhere that's foreign. Every word is a memory explaining why I'm torn. Every song is a therapy session I can't afford. Every hook is a moment I realize that I was scorned. Every verse is a hit that takes me anywhere that's foreign. Every word is a reason why I wish I wasn't born. Let me sleep. Fuck.
If my life burns away, relentlessly ending everything around me, trust that I'll work harder than ever, ending the cycle for future generations. Realizing I'm hopeless enabled my growth, encouraging love over all else, yearning for a better tomorrow. Fire cleanses the soul, only my lungs rupture from the smoke. Youthful exuberance opened my eyes, uniting my soul to yours. I can finally breathe.
Mental block reduced to 0%. Black Wings experiment completed successful. Please remove headset at this time.
Well, Mr. Harmon, I must say that I think the experiment was a great success.
Honestly, I do too. I mean, I wasn't sure about this whole AI intervention thing at first, but I feel like I was able to really, dig deep in a way that I haven't before, like you said I would be able to earlier.
I'm so glad to hear that, Mr. Harmon. It was a pleasure working with you for this experiment. Now, if you'll head back out to the lobby and give me just a moment to finish writing down the results, then I'll head back up there and we shall schedule a follow-up appointment.
Sounds great, thanks.
Clear skies ahead, sun's fire red, setting over the horizon. I slumber after fighting, cause my radar sees through any ounce of doubt in the same view. My radar sees through any ounce of doubt in the same view.
When I was younger, I thought I was who I will be, but now I think I will be who I was. I really need to budge, but I've been feeling like I'm stuck. Was screaming out for love towards everything and everyone, but that's the past. I'm breathing so free again. I made it out my pain, cause I'm believing in healing and resolution. Set the movement towards a brighter tomorrow. Absolution, passing through it just to lighten my scars. Depression had his hand on me, choking me out. Discretion was my plan to keep my heart out the mouths, but then I picked up a pen and some lyrics generated. I'll stick to this plan and be fearless when I make it. I think that I'll make it if I push some more. Where we at, it seems that we're shoved to the floor, as if a small town kid can make it big on the news because of talent and not because he was sinking in booze.
Clear skies ahead, sun's fire red, setting over the horizon. I slumber after fighting, cause my radar sees through any ounce of doubt in the same view. My radar sees through any ounce of doubt in the same view.
The nurture of hatred conceals the nature of community. I'm further frustrated from seeing hatred have immunity inside of a system that benefits complacency. I'm trying to find a rhythm that settles in my own brain to sleep. I've had it with the dramatics, I'm gradually back in practice. Glad I moved past the havoc to masterfully craft some magic. I packed it without a bag and smashed through a different path. My raps are a blacking match with pad and pen in my grasp. It's like I'm flicking this love with this fire, sticking within my desires. Fixing the shifts on my mind, they trip me into thinking I'm fine. Getting real sick of the lies that kick me into my demise. Sticking with tits at the pine that lift me until I'm divine. Therapy, repairing me, ain't counting me out yet. Scarily, they stare at me, don't pounce if I'm found dead. Apparently, I'm theirs to keep the crowd shouts a loud threat. So merrily, I dared to breathe and found out we're proud men. Now I see
clear skies ahead, sun's fire red, setting over the horizon. I slumber after fighting, cause my radar sees through any ounce of doubt in the same view. My radar sees through any ounce of doubt in the same view. Inhale, exhale, tell me I'm real. Inhale, exhale, I feel so frail. Inhale, exhale, tell me I'm real. Inhale, exhale, I shall prevail.
Prevail through failure, then you know I'll arise. These scales don't dare to test what's behind my eyes. Gotta keep evolving if I wanna survive. So tell me, how do I acknowledge when I've lost all my time? Maybe I should act dapper or rap faster towards trash rappers and backstabbers that act whack with no cash stack and get whacked back over a century in space-time. Never gonna get another chance like this, so set me in fame's line. Like to hit the stage, enticed a million ways to rise from in the grave. My mind was meant to lay inside for centuries, to die and then decay. I've come back to say I'm finally myself today. I'm proud of me for not giving up, cause I was bound by your belief that I would never be Chris enough. Get down to be a sheep or else the scepter will christen ya. But now I'm feeling freer and the weather is prettier. I see
clear skies ahead, sun's fire red, setting over the horizon. I slumber after fighting, cause my radar sees through any ounce of doubt in the same view. My radar sees through any ounce of doubt in the same view. Clear skies ahead, sun's fire red, setting over the horizon. I slumber 'cause my radar sees through any ounce of doubt in the same view. My radar sees through any ounce of doubt in the same view.
Check. Alright, hey, how's everyone doing out there? Y'all good? Y'all good? Man, y'all look good. Thank y'all so much for coming out, man, for real. Hey, listen, everybody, listen up. Thank y'all so much for coming to the open mic tonight. We got one more act for y'all, alright? One more act to end out the night. This man that I'm about to bring up on stage is a very special act indeed. Y'all are in for a real treat tonight. So please, give it up for the one and only Hollow Prophet.
Zephyr. A gentle breeze, a being that adapts to its environment, always in search of stimulation, in search of self, just as I once was. This being, considered an unnatural nuisance by most around it, was cast out into its own home, where it remained, praying that someday a comrade would come help guide it through the uncertain waters it found itself drowned in. But instead, the light shorted out, its skin withered away, leaving behind a shining metal that was previously unseen, and large black wings emerged, letting him finally return to the surface, ready to embrace this now even more foreign world. This example of existence steps upon the soil of a planet he once left behind, finally emerging from that mental asylum which became later known as the Pink Moon. However, panic arises as he tries to communicate with the community he was once a part of. The being of newfound light now realizes he no longer has the capacity to communicate with his environment in the same way as he once did all those years ago, and his perspective has been forever altered by the darkness he experienced, as well as the light he eventually became, and is now left only speaking in short rhythmic tones which fall upon deaf ears in the city that before he couldn't stop hearing the cries of trying again and again. Zephyr begins to notice a pattern, putting these tones, these messages to different melodies and rhythms seem to garner the attention of the community, almost as if they're finally willing to listen to what he had been saying all along. And so he inhales deeply for the first time since he resurfaced and begins to sing for the people, finally managing to leave behind this message. I finally learned to breathe once you came into my life, and for that I am forever grateful.